About 6 months ago on General Hospital, Willow Tait learned that she only had 2 weeks to live if she didn't get a bone marrow transplant. First, they couldn't find a donor. Then the donor they did find was kidnapped in a plot to kill off most of the world's population. Finally, Liesl Kathleen Gaddy came home and her bone marrow was harvested to save Willow Caitlin McMullen. But after waiting so long, will the procedure still work? What over 2,000 voters told us Willow's condition never needed to have gotten so dire. She just told Michael, Chad Duell, about it as soon as she was diagnosed. If she'd just gotten treatment instead of lying and waiting and lying, she'd be healthy today and Wiley and Amelia Grace wouldn't be in danger of losing their mother. This is why 7% of the audience figures this transplant won't work either. Willow will reject it just out of spite. Accepting the transplant might mean she accepts being related to Nina, Cynthia Watrous. We don't expect it to work, 24% admit, but we're not worried. Once Liesl fails, they'll turn to Wiley, like they should have done in the first place. Wiley is the son of Willow's twin. He is much more likely to be a match than Willow's great-aunt. Willow and Michael deserve a happy ending, and they'll get it, too, 69% of you predict. She has been such a saint, putting her baby's life ahead of her own and not getting treatment until it was almost too late. And Michael has been so supportive of all of her stupid decisions. What kind of world would it be if a loving couple like them ever had to face the consequences of their actions? General Hospital spoilers reveal 2 weeks full of danger, romance, and secrets in Port Charles. Spencer Nicholas Alexander Chavez got 2 gifts from his uncle Victor, Charles Shaughnessy, in one small package. Trina, Tabiana Ali, knows about the key and they put it to use, but what about those 2 turtle doves from his uncle Cyrus, Jeff Kober? Spencer is set to deliver something very special. Does Trina finally get the Christmas present she should have gotten half a year ago? Nina, Cynthia Watrous, kicks things into high gear to make sure that nobody ever finds out she is the one who tipped off the SEC about Drew's Cameron Matheson, and Carly's Laura Wright, insider trading mess. Martin, Michael E. Knight, has some new news for her that she hopes is good news, but she remains a bundle of nerves that her impulsive move might cost her sonny, Morris Bernard. Will Nina make any more moves that can hurt her, as she seems to be the queen of self-sabotage? Valentin has a busy 2 weeks as he tries to reassure Sonny that all is fine with the Pikeman deal. He also finds himself in cahoots with Laura, Jenny Francis, trying to figure out what happened to Nicholas. Will a WSB-free Anna, Finola Hughes, join them? Jocelyn, Eden McCoy, can't deny her feelings. Love is in the air with Dex, Evan Hofer, who already said those 3 little words. Carly has a realization. Does she now know her adult kid's obsession with hating Sonny is a little over the top? Trina is shocked. Spencer bursts her bubble regarding Victor's safe deposit box. Portia, Brooke Care, that's a happy surprise. Her brother Zeke, Gavin Houston, is in Port Charles for an extended stay. Brooke Lynn, Amanda Sutton, and Chase, Josh Swickard, celebrate. How long will this reunion last? Willow, Caitlin McMullen, receives encouragement. She has the bone marrow and people are still at her window. Lucy, Lynn Herring, praises Maxie, Kirsten Storms. Is she happy with the way she handled deception? Curtis, Donald Turner, advises Drew. Will he help him dig up dirt on Tracy? Jane Elliott, in a misguided quest. Brooke Lynn voices her misgivings. She knows Chase might learn more secrets soon. Kevin, John Lindstrom, is supportive of Laura. His wife wants to take off again to find her son Elizabeth. Rebecca Herbst gets good news. Is she head nurse or is Cameron William Lipton coming home? Sonny and Valentin meet. It's time to discuss the Pikeman shipment again. Drew consults with his attorney. Is he in more trouble than he thinks? Martin reassures Nana. Nobody will ever find out she tipped off the SEC, right? Carly makes a big decision. Will she use that video from Michael, Chad Duell? Carly makes a request. She needs to do something to get herself out of this SEC trouble. Jocelyn implores Dex. Can he help her get that video to help her mom? Dant, Dominic Zamprogna, is concerned. There is a lot to be concerned about in crime-ridden Port Charles. Anna, Finola Hughes, receives support. She needs to find a new job now that she is no longer an agent. Trissy, Jane Elliott, lobbies an accusation. Is Tracy up to something that nobody even suspects? Sunny and Nina are interrupted. Does someone begin to suspect what Nina did? Finn, Michael Easton, questions Tracy's story. Tracy rarely tells true stories. Austin, Roger Howarth, cautions Ava, Maura West. She better not cross his cousin Mason. Nathaniel Gray, TJ, Taj Bello, assesses a patient who has a medical emergency. Chase is caught off guard. Does Brooke Lynn do something shocking? Gladys, Bonnie Burrows, is anxious. She needs to somehow pay off this gambling debt. Jordan, Tanisha Harper, supports a friend in need. Does Anna need a new job in law enforcement? Drew updates Carly. Has he had much luck trying to hurt Tracy for no reason? Curtis celebrates his birthday. Will he find another woman to string along on his big day? Spencer, Nicholas Alexander Chavez, delivers a gift. Could they be two turtle doves? Nana is a bundle of nerves. Of course she is, because she keeps doing impulsive things. Sunny questions Gladys. Does he want to know what she is really up to with Selena Wu? Lydia Drew makes an offer. But does he really have the leverage that he thinks he has? Ava senses an opportunity. Is this a financial one-on-one that can save her secret? Cody, Josh Kelly, seeks Sam's Kelly Monaco help. He is determined to prove his innocence. Olivia, Lisa Locicero, weighs an important decision. She believes her husband but doesn't want to hurt Carly. Sasha, Sophia Matson, checks in on Willow. Maybe she will put in a good word for Minna. The Quartermains are left reeling. Oh, who did something bad? Curtis and Trina connect. She wants to know him better, but what about Taggart? Austin cautions Laura. Is she playing with fire trying to find Nicola's? Jordan receives an intriguing opportunity. Is this of a personal or professional nature? Nina must think fast. Is she about to be caught, and how will she handle herself? Eva is the voice of reason. That is unusual as she tries to get out of this Nicola's mess. Drew confers with Sam. Does she have any information that can help him with his SEC case? Liz offers counsel to Portia. Can Liz get her own storyline instead of just being there for others? TJ opens up to Alexis, Nancy Lee Gran. He just wants things to go back to the way they were with Molly. Holiday Mia Kriebel. Jordan receives a surprise visitor, who could be knocking at her door. When it comes to General Hospital, every fan has their own opinion, and Soap Hub is no different. For 5 days we sat and watched the good, the bad, and everything in between, and now we offer you a handy review and a cheeky critique of the GH week that was. Victor's, Charles Shaughnessy, conducting of his own will reading and the disbursement of his varied bequests, particularly the giving of the finger to Valentine, James Patrick Stewart, was surely the highlight of an otherwise underwhelming, highly repetitive slog of a week. The only other highlights to speak of were Rail Andrews' Taggart tour de force, which only served to highlight how criminally underutilized and underserved the actor has been throughout this trite, who's Trina's real daddy plot point, and Jordan, Tanisha Harper, reclaiming her dignity in the face of Curtis, Donald Turner, trifling. The remainder of the week consisted of either fairly innocuous or truly inconsequential developments and repetitive dialogue. Anna, Finola Hughes, was in the hot seat for all of an hour, and the result was for losing her job with an agency that has no problem staffing their ranks with megalomaniacal villains and leaving their own hanging out to dry. What a loss. Jocelyn, Eden McCoy, and Michael, Chad Duell, learned that Carly, Laura Wright, could save her own skin by ratting out Sunny, Morris Bernard, and proceed to spend episode upon episode nagging her to do so. Jocelyn demanded that Dex, Evanhofer, hand her a copy of the evidence that he complied against Sunny, but whoopsie-daisy, he didn't have one, and also he wouldn't have handed it over to her even if he did. Michael spilled the beans about his anti-Sunny crusade to Carly, who spewed the same drivel that Willow, Catelyn McMullen, had done ad nauseum both before and after her admittance to the hospital. Oh, and speaking of Willow, she's going to make a full reso-vi. Yay. Gregory Harrison put out a metaphorical fire at the Spectator and finally accepted a job offer from Alexis. Nina, Cynthia Watrous, employing subterfuge. Olivia, Lisa Locicero, finally threw her all behind her husband. Scout showed prowess for harmonica playing. And did I miss anything? Oh yes, GH cleared the way for Jenny Francis, Laura Collins, Annual Vacay, and James Patrick Stewart's decampment for that Nickelodeon Channel sitcom, and Spencer Nicholas Alexander Chavez and Trina Tabiana Ali found what appeared to be proof of Esm's Avery Kristen Pohl wrongdoings, which we already know will prove to be nothing but tissues of lies.